Hello once again, audience. This is a movie review for Ivan the Incredible. Let me start off by saying that this movie is bad. So bad. Worst movie I've ever seen. Freaking ridiculously bad and pretty low quality too. I'm pretty sure it was one of those straight to DVD movies of ridiculously badness. But, yeah, say,
All my soldiers are not.
let me go in the front yard. Because I don't want to be in the backyard. Okay, so anyway, this movie was bad, really bad, and yet somehow good too. I liked this movie. It was bad, but I liked it. It was so bad. Ugh, you can't see me at all. It was so bad, it was funny. Seriously, like there were just some moments where it was funny because of how much you had to face palm and just be like, gah. The only part that I genuinely liked for more than just being so ridiculously bad, it's funny, was the end, because you got to see the idiot dad who kept criticizing his son for not being strong when he wasn't strong at all. And making up these fake stories about how he was super strong as a kid when he wasn't. Just being an overall jerk. And him finally... And there was one part where he forced his son to climb a tree. And, oh, warning, this review may contain minor spoilers. But come on, this movie's so bad, nobody's gonna freaking care. But anyway, and anyone who's gonna care, nobody's gonna want to see this movie. So, it doesn't matter. But anyway, in the end, his son realizes... his son gets super strength because he goes to this witch lady, who, by the way, is a creepy and possibly a pedophile. But, not going to talk about that right now. But anyway, like, which, I'll talk about the witch thing later. But, she makes him strong. And so they just go around on this tour, and his dad was his coach, which was really just a fake thing that his dad decided to do. So a get-rich-quick scheme, because his dad had no job, no money, and no life, and was never good at anything. And so he exploits his son's strength to, like, make him millions of dollars and be, like, super rich, and is just a horrible father. But then in the end, his son's like, no, I'm not going to do what you say anymore, Dad. Because Ivan's just been listening to his dad this whole time, when anyone who watched the movie would know his dad's an idiot and a jerk and a horrible father. And so he tells his dad to go climb the tree, the same tree that his son, that the dad made Ivan climb earlier. And he's like, you want to be a man? And he says all the same things that his dad says to him. And then his dad falls out of the tree, just like the kid did. And then his dad realizes that what he's been doing is... And it's at that moment when he decides to throw his dad into the tree and just, like, finally stand up to him, that the movie actually gets good, which this is, like, the last 10 minutes, so trust me, it's not worth it just for the... And it's only good because... that part's only good if you watch the rest of the movies. Trust me, that's not enough to warrant it being watched, but... It's at that moment that it really gets good, because then you're like, yes, because you've been watching the dad be just a jerk the whole time. And if you don't want that to happen to the dad, then you have no soul, frankly. So, after seeing the movie. So, like, and then after the dad falls out of the tree, the son is kind of sorry, and he gets sad about it, and he takes his dad, and they go back to the house, and his dad reveals that he was never good at anything, and that he was being a hypocrite the whole time, which was painfully obvious to anyone watching the movie. And so then he, sorry for the bad lighting, I like to walk around as I do this stuff. So, where was I? Oh, right, so then he tells his son what really happened and all the crazy stories he told, and they kind of make up, and the son shows the dad this incredibly creepy but somehow charming thing that he does where he like takes random stuff like the part of a rake and like stuff in the dumpster and stuff and makes like these little like characters out of them, and then like they're like his only friends, which is sad and kind of touching and cute, but oh hey Josh, but kind of creepy at the same time. And a lot of the movie is creepy. Like, just for one thing, every character has a ridiculously long nose. The witch is the worst of them all. She's got like a big red point at the end. It's just ridiculous. It's just bad. It's just terrible. It's horrible. Like, and it looks like it's just been plastered on. They've just all got like these ridiculous skin. And pretty much every girl in the movie, the witch again being the worst of them, you can see their boobs kind of going. Bloop, bloop. The witch is like seriously like this. It's scary. And then there's this creepy. Yeah, the witch is just creepy. I'm gonna go into it in detail. When the boy goes to get the potion from the witch, he's like laying underneath this blanket next to the witch, and she's like playing a banjo, and then they're talking, and you can see the kid has no shirt on, and then she's like, oh, by the way, I think your clothes have dried off. And then you see the kid, and he's like covering his privates, and he's naked, and it's like, what the hell? The witch was just talking to him naked the whole. It's terrible. It's horrible. The only good thing is the end of the movie, because then you see the kid that you kind of feel. The only good thing it does is making you feel bad for the main character, which they somehow managed to do despite his extremely creepiness. But then again, all the characters are creepy, so this is really not. But anyway, it's a terrible movie, but it's a good movie too. I don't know. It's more terrible than it is good. Don't watch it. It's not worth it. Trust me. I really just enjoyed it so I could laugh at just how stupid it is. Like, the whole time, the dad's idol is Tarzan. So he's like, I'm gonna teach you how to be Tarzan, son. And it's like, and he's like, and then later when his son fails to climb the tree, he's like, you're a jelly Tarzan. And I'm like, just saying it makes me laugh. Jelly Tarzan? So stupid. I wish I could have just like recorded me watching the movie and filmed my reactions to just the ridiculousness of the entire movie. The movie was just so bad. So bad it was funny, frankly. So, you know, I don't regret watching it. If you're the type of person that likes to watch bad movies just for the sake of watching bad movies and then just laughing at how bad they are, go ahead, watch it. But I guess it did kind of exceed my expectations. I mean, I ended up liking it better than it looked. The beginning was terrible, and it kind of got better and better over time, till finally he stands up to his dad, and that's where it gets good, because, like I said 500 times, you get to see him finally stand up to his dad, who's been treating him like crap the whole movie. And so then they make up, bond together, because his dad comes and sees the like weird characters that the kids made that I was talking about earlier, and then I went off on a tangent about how creepy everything is in the movie. Gotta take a deep breath. And so then they bond, and the witch comes and gives him a potion that turns him back into his normal self, and then he goes back to school and meets up with the girl that likes him. This was the only person in the town that wasn't an absolute butt the entire movie. Like, seriously. Right before the kid throws his dad up the tree, his dad's egging him on to throw this other guy up the tree after the dad made fun of that same other guy's daughter. Now, granted, the daughter was a bully, but still, it's just horrible. And Ivan finally stands up to his dad, and it's just, and when he's holding up the other guy, everybody's just like, throw him up the tree, throw him up the tree. They're all such creepy butts. The only person that wasn't a creepy butt, like, even the main character was a creepy butt, to be honest. Well, The only person who wasn't a creepy bud, although even she was kind of creepy, was the girl named Lottie that actually liked Ivan when everybody else hated him, even like adults and stuff. And yeah, so he gets back together with the girl Lottie that wanted to be his girlfriend, but then when he became the super strong, like tough guy kind of dude, she decided she didn't like him anymore. But then she liked him again when he went back to his old self, and they got bullied. They got bullied, but they made up. But anyway, just one last thing. So summary, one last thing. Some of the characters are just ridiculous. Like, so there's a character named Sesson that's friends with Lottie, but he's really quite creepy. He is creepy as crap. He's like evil. Seriously, something about him just gave me the heebie-jeebies. And the teacher is a bumbling, nervous idiot. He's already then. Open your books to page 47. That's him in the movie. And then the principal, who's Lottie's dad, that's why it doesn't make any sense that she gets bullied in the end along with Ivan, because no one would bully the principal's daughter. That's like insanely not... No one's going to do that. But anyway, the principal is ridiculously tall. There's one part where he walks into the classroom. He's just like got these elongated, ridiculous features. He's taller than the freaking door. And then he has to like duck to go under the door to get out. It's like, what? So many things of this movie did not make sense. Summary, bad movie, annoying and creepy characters. Kind of a feel-bad movie, because the whole time nothing really goes right for Ivan. And a terrible plot line that only gets good in the end when the kid finally stands up to his idiot dad. And just overall just bad quality in general. Like an obvious cheaply made movie. But not as bad as the movies that I saw in the previews before the movie. But I'm not going to go into that. Let's just say those were worse. Dr. Dolittle as an animated cartoon with a little kid. That's all I need to say. So yeah, bad movie. I already went over this. Arrivederci.